Hey there, my name's Veronica. I'd like to welcome you to my new channel. I've had a little idea in my head for a while. Apart from my other channel where I cook, my other obsession is music. And this started, I'm going to say about October 1994. My CD collection started and it just kept growing and growing and growing. And music is one of those things that's always there for you no matter what. If you've had a shit day or you're having a good day, you'll always go and pop some music on and it will make you feel happier. So, if you look behind me, this is being recorded at my place. So, these shelves were built for me a few years ago because I had to have renovations done. The racks that were on the wall were all just those shit ones that you always used to buy at the $2 shops. I basically, when I purchased this place, I just screwed them onto the wall. And then when everything had to be moved, they literally just fell to shit. Like they were all just gone. So I got someone in to build, and the CDs, you can see the little cubby holes behind me. You can see 4 of those. I have got 12 of those, nearly full of everything from CD singles, soundtracks and compilations, and some little sampler CDs as well, which I've picked up from various, mainly music magazines. So there was a few where I decided to keep them because I like one band on them. So each week I am going to be going through, and yes, they are all in A to Z. I'm going to be going through one band or one singer or whatever, and I will actually talk you through what is in my collection. And this is a good way for me also to archive what I've got here, because if you said to me, what do you own in your CD collection? I don't know. I think I've got this. I think I've got that. I went through a stage where I was buying CDs that I saw because I didn't know if I had them. Up here, where I live in the Blue Mountains, down at Glenbrook, I don't live in Glenbrook, but down at Glenbrook, normally every Easter or like public holidays, long weekend, they have a CD music fair. Mainly it's a lot of vinyl now. I used to have some vinyl, but I don't have a record player, so I don't really collect that. I will go along if I'm in the area, and normally I'll pick up a couple of CDs for $2 or $5, and it's basically just how I've started growing my collection. Back when I was a lot younger, my dad used to buy a lot of CDs for me. Birthdays, Christmas, everything. When he was working overseas, he'd buy me records. And then once I started my work life, pretty much most of my money went on CDs. I then started to go back through the back catalogues of bands. So as I get to each band and some singers, that is where I will start to show you back catalogues, and there will be things that you don't know that exist. I used to pick up a lot of CD singles as well. There was a great little shop over in Parramatta. I'm not sure if it's still there. I am going to Google it to see if it's still there. It could be. I'll name drop them when I get to things that I've brought from there. And I'll also name drop anyone that I have been buying from, because in Australia and probably most of the world now, CD shops are pretty much gone. Everything's all on Spotify, YouTube. It's great to say, oh, what's that song? I want to listen to it. But there's nothing better than opening a CD, being able to put it on in a player. Fortunately, I still have a car with a CD player. And then be able to read through the booklet, see the lyrics, read up about like who they thank and everything, just a backstory. Unfortunately, a lot of that's gone, and it's really sad how the world's going. Everything's digital, this and that. but yeah, so I will start to do that. I'm hoping to drop one episode a week. And when I say an episode, it is going to be either a band, or it'll be a movie soundtrack. It could be a compilation, or it could be a various artist CD. Whatever it happens to be, within what's on the shelf. So I'm going to go in alphabetical order. That's what I will go through. Now there's some here. I listen to the radio quite a bit, so most of these bands I like. Some I'm obsessed with. As I say, from back in about the 90s, I was obsessed with a lot of bands. And then there's bands that I just love, and I never bothered to go and buy their albums, mainly because I was spending money on getting more rarer and uncommon albums, as opposed to buying the ones that I only like the hits and I hear them on the radio, which is bad because I may have had a bigger collection had I have decided to go that way. So yeah. As I say, once I start dropping things, you'll see what it's all about. I will sort of have like a little bit of a run sheet of what I'm going to be doing, so I'll fill you in a little bit on the bands. I'll let you know if I've been fortunate or unfortunate enough to see them, because back in the late 90s, early 2000s, I used to go and see a lot of bands. Band seeing has dropped off a lot, mainly because most of them aren't touring anymore. Some of them are broken up. Sadly, some of them are no longer with us anymore. And then most of the tickets are just so overpriced now that I've just basically said I've seen them, I'm not going to see them again. But yeah, so this is just an intro to what this channel's all about. So I look forward to your company, and you can subscribe, like, and check in, and I'll catch you when I'm ready to do an episode. Bye.